Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to update our users' data that is stored within our Clerk app using Node.js. So let's get started. So to update the user, first you need to create the Clerk client, and I've already shown you all of that stuff. Okay, in the Clerk Node.js installation tutorial. Okay, then after that add .users, then .update. Okay, this is the method we're going to use. This takes in two things, the user ID and the params, and I'll be explaining all of the necessary params. There are even more params than all of these, but most of the time these are the ones you're going to use. So I'll be explaining all of these later, but after that you use a .then because this is returning a promise. So you use a .then to then get the data and then do a 200 status response to tell that everything is okay, and then you're just sending the data back. So if there is some kind of error, you use a 404 status or a 401 depending on what you want to do or what type of error response you want to send, and then then I'm just sending the error back in using a JSON response. Okay, so that's how you set this up. So this is going to use the user ID to target that specific user in our Clerk app, and then we're just going to send in the params. So what params are we going to send in? So we can update our user's first name, the last name, the username, even their password. We can update their email. I wanted to just tell you that, but there is a whole other process to do that. You can't just go in and use the params to update the email, but I will be creating a separate video to show you how to do that. So right now it's these, and there are also these three as well. So let me just explain these. The public metadata. So the public metadata is something that is visible on the front end and the back end, but you cannot edit these on the front end. The private data is something that is only visible on the back end. Okay, you cannot view it from your front end using like your Clerk React library or Next.js library. You can't view it on the front end. Okay, this is something you can only see on your backend. And then you have unsafe metadata, which can be viewed on the front end and the backend, and also can be changed on the front end and the backend. Okay, so this is the difference between these three. So I'll just add this: visible on front end and back end, also visible on the backend. Okay, and for this it's only visible on the backend. This is editable on the backend. Okay, and this is visible on the front end and backend, and also editable on the front end and back end. Okay, this is how this works. Okay, so that's how all three of these work. So now I have gotten my demo user 3, okay, which I will go into. So right now you can see the username is demo3. This is the email, and you cannot change this. This is a whole other process to change the email, which I will show you in another video. And then the first name and last name is empty. Okay, and the metadata is, as you can see, also empty here. So if I show you, it's basically the same thing. Okay, the first name, last name empty, public metadata is also empty. Okay, and the username is this. So what I'm going to do is change my password to this. Okay, and I'm going to change my username to this. Then I'm just going to add these. Okay, demo and user, or you can add anything you want. Honestly, I'm just trying to keep things simple. So this should just prove to you that you can change all of these things. So I'm just going to save this. Okay, and now when I send a request, you will see all of these things change here. So I'm going to send a request. As you can see, now I also have the username, which is now 4, first name and last name, which is demo user. And in this, now I have this JSON data, okay? That's how you update all of this, and the password also updated, and we can verify if our password updated or not. I'm gonna use this to verify my password, okay? So I'm gonna save this, and when I submit a request, you will see that I can verify my password. If my password is the same as this will then show that my password has been verified, okay? So my password did change, and just to show you here, when I refresh this page, you will see it's now demo user 4, and the first name and last name have demo and user in them, and you can see that I have some data in this, okay? So this is what you do to change all of these things for our user, okay? So I hope you liked this tutorial. Like and subscribe to stay updated on the latest tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.